Alrighty then. I'm figuring out this thing. I want to get back to the comments though. Hey, Takia Ware's in the house. What's up, Takia? Takia ain't playing no games. So she logged on at 9:04. Takia, what's popping? Let me know if you can hear me, love. Love bug says we're live on, huh? We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. Hi, Antoinette. Takia in the house. If you're just joining, let me know where you're joining from. This is cool. I'm figuring out how to use StreamYard. Antoinette, what's up? Mm-hmm. No, it's not the same Antoinette from Bell Collective. That is Dr. Antoinette. All right, Kevin. You hear me? Thank you, Kevin. What's up, Shernita in Virginia? Cheryl is in Maryland. Hi. Antoinette is in Texas. Are you good with the water, Antoinette? I know y'all are having some issues. We're having a full-blown water crisis in Jackson, Mississippi. Slowly but surely, people are getting access to water, flushable water, and without having to boil it. So that's been terrible in Jackson, man. I'm telling you, damn near everything has something to do with race. Okay, everything has something to do with race. Cheryl said your hat game on point as usual. Appreciate you, Cheryl. I've been wearing this one out because I really like it. You know, Brookhaven, Mississippi in the house. What's up, Taria? Philly, Pennsylvania. Brandon, Mississippi. Hey. All right, y'all. We got some. Lindsay is in Vicksburg. She in your hometown, baby. Vicksburg in the house. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube. That is a hard ass word. Subscribe. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube, Rita Brent Comedy. This is I think this is my first time doing the Rita Brent Report live. So I basically didn't have time to record anything. So I just said I was going to get on here live. Kim is in Jackson. Kim, are you all right in Jackson? Do you have water? Did you hear my song about the raw boo-boo? Raw boo-boo. Did you hear it? Kim, you got to let me know if you heard my song. If you subscribe to my YouTube, you'll be able to hear that song. Amy is in Kansas. What's up, Amy? Chanel is in Houston. Okay, I see you. What's up? Poor Beanie last name. Fort Lauderdale in the house. Oh, y'all all over. All right, I ain't gonna keep y'all too long because we got to get on in it now. I said I wasn't gonna watch no more toxic stuff. Because you know what? It's a lot of things out here that cause trauma for Black people. I watched Judas and the Black Messiah, good movie, but it made my heart hurt. The United States versus Billie Holiday, good movie, but it made my heart hurt. So I said I was gonna, take a little break, watch something foolish. And then I watched the Oprah interview of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Is he still a prince, or did they take that away from him too? Who knows? Crystal Springs, Mississippi in the house. What's up? Canada. Yeah, Kay. I didn't know that Meghan had roots in Canada. I didn't know that. She mentioned that in the interview. Blue state of Georgia. You better come on, Sonya. That's where we at now. We in Georgia. Blue state of Georgia. Thank you, Joan. She said she absolutely loved my hat. I sure appreciate you, Joan. So let's get into it, guys. I said I was going to take a break, but I ended up watching the interview with Oprah. And man, can we just shout out Oprah Winfrey just for a minute, man? This woman will go down in history for me. I don't know about y'all, but Oprah will go down in history for me as the most talented, natural, skilled interviewer in history. And she makes me want to go back to interviewing. My background is in radio. I used to interview people, and she makes me want to get back into that. Oprah and I have the same birthday, so it's just a matter of time before she put me in her wheel and give me a billion or so. But I have just always been impressed with Oprah and the way that she's able to get emotions from people and ask the hard questions, but in a non-threatening way. You know what I'm saying? Can we just give Oprah Winfrey a little credit? From Kosciuszko, Mississippi, if I'm not mistaken, huh? Mississippi roots. Okay. What's up, Gigi in the house? Listen. I mean, So Oprah was looking good. I'm just gonna shout out the obvious. She had a little pink lipstick on. It was cute with a little sweater. She had her little boots on, like she was finna go riding horses. I like that swag because they were outside. I like the swag for the setting. Even though them QAnon folks talking about she had an ankle bracelet in her boot. You know, they got some conspiracy theory going on about Ellen and Oprah, but Oprah don't have no ankle bracelet in her boot. Okay. She just a powerful black woman billionaire. Deal with it. Okay. Enough with the conspiracies, people. Um, Worked in Canada for 7 years on Suits. That's right. That TV show. Jones said, "You so funny." I sure appreciate you. Funny in a serious way. Yeah, but let's just give Oprah a little love, man. You know, folks always have a lot of criticism of her and Beyonce. If I didn't know any better, I would think many people in the world just have an issue with powerful black women. If I didn't know any better. Because from my purview, Beyonce don't mess with nobody. Beyonce make good songs. She made pretty babies. She shake her behind and she go on about her business. You understand what I'm saying? But when you get too powerful, when your status gets up here, then all of a sudden people want to start spreading conspiracy theories and saying all kind of things to you. But listen, don't y'all hate on Oprah. Yeah, Oprah asked all the right questions, and you could tell she didn't had a strong influence on Gail because Gail is a very strong interviewer as well. You can tell they probably be practicing together. Oh my gosh, if they ever double team, it's gonna be a wrap. I never forget Gail talking to R. Kelly. Robert. Kim, ain't that right? It ain't nothing but money in Oprah boots. That's all it is. And if y'all joining the live on Facebook, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube for the Rita Brent Report. This is my first time doing it live. I'm just testing it out. I had a podcast to do today. I had some things to do. So that's why you're getting the live report instead of the pre-recorded one. Thank you so much, Bambi. Joan. Okay, so let's do it, Joan. Let's get into it. Action. Tonight, I bring you what had happened was news. This is what Meghan and what's the man name? Prince Harry did. They came with the facts as they know it. They came with their own set of facts. Okay. Shout out to Comedy Hype for giving me my own fan, my little cutout. They know what's up. Meghan and Prince Harry came with their facts, their perspective, their experience, and what I have seen described all today as a bombshell interview. Okay, that's a fancy way of saying they was talking a lot of shit. Okay, they said bombshell. Okay, they was talking that stuff. Okay, that's what they really want to say, but they got to say it in the news kind of way. This was a bombshell interview. So what had happened was a lot happened that I was unaware of. And I made some notes, but I want to know what was you guys' immediate reaction to the interview, just as a whole. Like when you got to the end, how did it make you feel? How did it make you feel? And listen, I know people are out here saying, well, why should I care about them? That's what I'm hearing a lot of people say. Oh, to hell with them rich folk problems, you know? Well, no, they aren't just rich folk problems, because when Meghan was talking about feeling suicidal, I could relate to that. There was a time in my life when I said those same words, I don't want to live. And it wasn't until I verbally said it aloud that I changed my mind and I went and talked to somebody, and I changed my feelings, of course, because my thought was I didn't want to make a permanent decision in a temporary moment of weakness, but it can happen. And so when you have somebody on that level, like a Meghan Markle, who is saying you are not alone, you are not the only one who has dealt with emotions so heavy that it has made you want to take your life. That is awareness. That's what that's called. That's awareness. Somebody was watching that today and they might have changed their mind about committing suicide. So this idea that their story doesn't matter and that they're spoiled and they're royal and you can't care less. Okay, well, that's your choice. But I appreciate them coming forward to share their story, because one thing Meghan said was really important to me. It struck me. She said she was being judged on the perception when you're living the reality. Oh my God. Let me say that out. I think I say it again, Cisco. She was being judged on the perception, and you're living the reality. So we see the royal family and we think just that. We think royal, we think richness, we think luxury, we think fairy tale. And all the while, she was going through the same thing pretty much. I'm talking about damn near an exact parallel of what Princess Diana was going through, you know? And why that struck me is because we do that so often. We are in the age of judging by perception and not knowing what people are going through in reality. That is literally the essence of how we live our lives today. Because I done seen people on the Facebook, I done seen people on the Instagram talking about we happy, huh? We happy, we in love. And I know what's going on behind closed doors. They're whooping each other ass. They calling each other bitches and hoes behind closed doors. But we looking at the perception and not considering the reality. How often do we do that? What this interview did to me was humanize them. And I think that's all they have wanted all along, was to be humanized and treated with compassion. But that's not the culture of the institution and the firm and the royals over there. That's just not the culture, compassion and all of that. You have to appear a certain way in the media. And Meghan found that out the hard way. Harry already knew how it was. What's up, y'all? Listen, let me get to some of y'all points here. Okay, so that's the first thing that stood out to me, being judged on the perception and you're living the reality. And another point I wanted to make about that was so strong to me, because sometimes when you're on social media, even for a minute, I know I'm not the only one, even for a minute, you find yourself being envious. You find yourself being covetous of what you think somebody else has. You're like, oh, well, how she get that car? How she get that job? How he get that woman? You know, you find yourself being envious and comparing yourself. But I had to tell myself, I don't know what those people went through to get what they have. Nor do I know what they're really going through behind closed doors, because nobody reveals their true selves. People are seldom transparent on social media, you know? So hold on, let me see. Let me catch up here. Let me catch up. Yes. Yeah, thank you, Peggy. Queen called Charles and William front and center tonight. I was a surprise. I felt empathetic. I saw pain. Yeah, I did. I felt empathy as well. Even though I can't relate to their luxury and the lifestyle they live, I saw them as human. I felt sorry for her asking for help and being told no. Oh my God, that you talking about ruthless? You talking about ruthless? You go to them and say, hey, my mental health is at stake. I feel like I want to kill myself. I'm dangerous. I'm a danger to myself. And they like, we can't help you. Figure it out on your own. That is ruthless. That needs to be held in question. That kind of behavior needs to be challenged. There needs to be some accountability. And that's the problem. Ain't no accountability. Because I'm still pissed off about season 4 of The Crown. When I saw how, what's that funny looking man name? He like a monster now. Harry's daddy. Charles. Charles. When I saw how he was doing Diana and fooling around with Camilla, I'm still pissed off about that. I'm telling you, there needs to be some accountability. And I do not blame Harry one damn bit for removing himself and his wife and their child from that situation. Because can you imagine if the same thing had happened to Meghan that happened to his mother? Can you? Because I'm sure he's not over what happened to his mother. Basically, the damn press killed her, or they were complicit in her death. Can you imagine the emotion and the pressure this man was feeling, thinking this could be a repeat of what happened to my mother? I don't blame him. I really don't. All right, let me catch up. V Speaker said Harry loves his wife. He loves his family. That's right. They had no reason to lie. You know, the firm got a lot of stuff going on. Glad Meghan asked for therapy. Absolutely. Because I'm telling you, admitting, like she said, admitting you need help is the most challenging thing, because a lot of shame comes with that. It makes you feel weak, you know. I was in silence for, I'm talking about weeks, months. I didn't want to tell anybody that I was having suicidal feelings because I'm strong Rita. I'm funny Rita. It's like, what? You feel what? No, you don't. Stop playing. That is a very vulnerable, you're in a vulnerable space. That's a hard thing to admit. So I'm glad she asked for therapy too. The British crown got rich off slavery and colonialism. You're right. So why be surprised that there's still racism in the royal family? Yes. And lest we forget, semi-nomadic, lest we forget about that little one drop rule, okay? Because I'm seeing some colorism, folks talking about, oh, when Meghan is light-skinned, she don't really have to, you don't know what she done had to deal with. She's still mixed, she's still biracial, she still has blackness in her, okay? The one drop rule say if you got an ounce, a drop of black, you black. And clearly we saw the struggle when they were concerned about how Archie's skin was going to look. Now, let me tell y'all something. Harry is nice. Because I would have bust out whoever in the hell said that. I sure would have. I mean, like Meghan said, they done lost pretty much everything. It can't take nothing else away from them. Why not reveal the identity of that person? So their toxicity and their racism can be exposed, and they can't keep perpetuating that, But they still had some reservation in the interview. Like you can tell they are very skilled interviewers, because Meghan was even careful about how she said things and how she crafted her responses. But I'm telling you, I would have had to say something. I bet you it was Charles. I bet you it was Charles looking like a monster. Ooh, you look like a monster because he is a monster. Children are off limits. That struck a nerve. That's right, Erica. It struck a nerve for me too. Little Archie don't even know what's going on. They out here talking about his little skin color. Ain't nothing. He's innocent. And even if he did come out darker, so the hell what? So what? Okay. My thoughts are all over the place. Let me tell y'all something else. I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear no more noise about Tyler Perry. I don't care how questionable a wig looks in a movie. Okay. I don't care if he does Madea Goes to Heaven, Madea Goes to Hell, Madea Goes to Jail Part 6. I don't want to hear no criticism, none of this hating and bashing about Tyler Perry, because Tyler does the work in real life. You sit back and talk about celebrities. They ain't doing enough. Oh, they too high on the pedestal. And here is Tyler. Tyler coming through like a real Madea, like a real big mama, providing those folks a safe haven and security. Man, come on. Tyler, you the GOAT for that. I don't want to hear no more bashing about Tyler. Unless you are doing the philanthropy and the work that Tyler is doing, hush. Nobody care about no wigs. Some people wigs are bad in real life. He just keeping it real. Hell, every wig can't be on point. Y'all got grandmamas. Grandma wig don't be tight. He giving you a realistic view of what's happening in real life. You always hating on them man wigs. Shout out to Tyler. Wait, let me grab my wig out of there. Let me show him.
You make my wig?
Your wig.
Are you serious?
I felt the burden that was lifted. Listen, Cheryl, I know it's some women out here thinking, how come I can't have me a Harry? Harry denounced the throne. Harry went real life Hakeem from Coming to America. Harry, from now on, Prince Hakeem said, from now on, I am no longer the king of Zamunda. Okay? Listen, how many women out here want a Harry in their life? That should be your prayer tonight. Let me pray for the Harry in my life. Come on, Jesus. Come on. Come on, Jesus. Come on, Harry Jesus. Where the Harry at, Lord? Reveal him to me. But some people's talking crazy about Harry too. He dressed up in blackface or something back in the day, and I think he's held himself accountable for that. But I mean, he had his eyes open as well, because he was basically saying he was oblivious to. Babe, can you close that door? He basically said he was oblivious to some of the situations and the reality of racism until he had to see it firsthand with Meghan. So yeah, it's good that he saw that up close and personal. And now he can be an advocate, right, for equality. Money does not make you happy. Well, no, Peggy. People are people at the end of the day. That's right, Tony. No, Peggy, money can't make you happy, especially when you feel like you imprisoned. Like one of the followers said, they took the girl passport and her driver's license. I mean, it sounds like slavery. It sounds like prison. You know, like, did they brand her too? Come on, man. Money does not make you happy. Now, now, Peggy, money ain't gonna necessarily make you sad. Okay, it ain't gonna necessarily make you sad, but you got to be happy on the inside as well, because money can only buy you materialistic things, right? But it can't buy you a peace of mind. You know, you can get a massage, but if you get out a massage and you still emotionally troubled, you still gonna be emotionally troubled. You can buy as many cars as you want, you can buy as many tricks as you want, but you know, hold on, turn this off. But money ain't gonna make you happy. You got to be happy on the inside. I know a lot of happy poor people. It's just like I told my wife, I would rather be a rich peasant than be a royal if you got to be treated like that. Because the way they would listen, that part about how they were mistreating Kate, how they were mistreating Meghan in comparison to Kate in the media, man, how you supposed to deal with that? And just as a human, when I'm on YouTube, I get one negative comment, I'm ready to fight somebody. How you supposed to deal with countless headlines lying about you, criticizing your every move, even down to you eating an avocado? Avocado is healthy fat. Hell, what's wrong with avocado? I love avocado. Now, I give you gas. I know it gave her and the baby gas, but it ain't nothing wrong with avocado. These folks crazy. I think I prefer TMZ. Then they press, because they take it to another level. They be trying to get you on out of here. Elizabeth said, I appreciate their honesty. And it took courage, Elizabeth, because they clearly know that they are risking more of a rift, more separation, more tension and friction by coming forward and being dishonest. That's how you know. They like, man, F it. That's how you know. Like, we got chickens and shit. We got chickens out there. We got chicken coop. We got dogs. We got land. We good. Meghan says she feel at peace now. You know what I'm saying? Clearly they knew. Clearly they knew the risk that they were taking, and they did it anyway. See, because they is free now. They is free. All right, let me catch up on y'all. Skin color discussion. Yeah, they should have told who it was. Yeah. Princess Diana. I don't know if y'all have seen The Crown. My first time watching The Crown was season 4, which focused on Princess Diana, and I just didn't know that Charles treated her like that. It really makes me queasy just thinking about everything that she went through, the eating disorder, the mistreatment from the press, the mistreatment from the royal family. Man, but to know that Diana had the foresight to leave that man some money just in case he wanted to get away. Now, that's a good mama right there. That's something my mama would do. But I just feel so sorry for Diana on The Crown. I just felt so sorry. That's horrible for anybody to go through that, especially she went in there with a certain degree of innocence. I think they said she didn't even want to marry Charles at first, you know. And then to know he had a side piece and was just like, deal with it, my lord. My lord. Good thing Princess Diana went black, because that is grounds for getting something cut off, okay? Black women ain't gonna deal with that. You gonna call her? You gonna call her at the house? You gonna tell me you finna go be with her? Or she means something to you? Negro, please. Angle staying thinking the institution cared. They didn't. Not security for them is discrimination. I can relate to the perception versus reality. The majority of people have a thought of who I am. They don't really know my story. No, we don't know. None of us know each other's stories, because when you try to be honest about your story, people rip you apart. You know, she freed Harry. Black woman can get it done. Vice President Harris. Diana often looks sad. Oh, Cheryl, did she? Yes, she looked sad. And how could you not? I mean, can you imagine being under that kind of pressure and stress and then having to go to events and smile and all of that? Cheryl said Meghan is not the first black in the royal family. Check out Queen Sophia, Charlotte, husband of George III. Okay, will do. Thank you for that information. Just get you a boyfriend. When they go low, we go high. All right, let me see here. I'm afraid they might have tried to really physically hurt her. And honestly, the idea of security that still worries me because there seems to be a degree of ruthlessness over there, right? So if I were them, I would be putting barbed wire up and electric fences and things like that. Cause with them being as honest as they are and transparent like this, somebody gonna be pissed. Even though they didn't call out folks like they could have, yeah, somebody gonna be pissed. So I am praying for their safety and everybody else's safety. Harry and Meghan did Diana justice. That's my boy Tyler. He is a true man of God. That's right, Jackie. Okay, so let me see. No passport. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors. How will the institution react? My message to Meghan: be careful, girl. Still standing. Shout out to Tyler, UK Press. I had an Oprah makes me want to be. Okay, so yeah. What's up? Did you have something you want to say, sweetie?
No, I'm just being nosy.
Okay. Here she is, y'all. Hell no. What's wrong with you? Okay. So happy that Harry. All right, now let me ask. So if you were Harry, would you have left or would you have tried to stay? Because he said, that it was kind of hard for him, but he was trying to protect them. But if you were Harry, what would you have done? If you were Meghan, what would you have done? Would you have left Harry? I mean, the point they tell me I can't hang out with my friends. I'm like, hold on now. I can't hang out with my friends. We can't go get no mimosa, no brunch, no nothing. By that point, I'm a prisoner. I'm just curious to know what y'all would have done. Camilla had the nerve to take Diana to lunch. She all but told her, you can marry him, but he's my man. Listen, Jeanette. Listen, that stuff don't work in the Black community. I saw a video today. They were fighting in Bath and Body Works. You think we ain't gonna fight over a side piece? We fight in Bath and Body Works. We fight in Target and Walmart. We don't have no regard for that. No regard at all. Did you see that? They were fighting in Bath and Body Works.
That didn't look like Black people. It looked like white people.
Well, Black and white people doing what I'm saying is Black people, we don't have no regard. When we piss, we gonna react. Okay?
Yeah, even at church. It's
just a reflex. When we upset about something, you gonna know it. And you ain't gonna take me to dinner talking about he my man, but you can marry him. Girl, I'll knock all this shit over. You and this wig. You and Charles. She couldn't even take her dogs over there. Oh, I didn't know that she couldn't take the dogs over there. My Lord. The hell with Harry looking how he's looking. I would have left Harry if he had not supported me. That's why I'm happily divorced today. Right on, Chanel. Right on. Oh, it's another Rita on here. Hey, Rita. Harry never wanted to be there. He was looking for an out. Absolutely. That's a good point, Rita, because he said that he felt trapped. And I thought it was interesting when he said that his brother and his dad are trapped too. But how many of us, oh man, that's really deep. How many of us are trapped in something traditional and just don't have the courage or the wherewithal to leave that situation? And for me, and I'll be honest, for me, that was the church. For me, because I was always taught a certain way. I was taught to believe a certain thing. I was taught certain ideals. And the idea of departing from all those things that I was taught for decades, 2 decades, that was scary. And you feel trapped and you worry about the backlash. You worry about, well, who am I? Well, what am I to think if I don't believe in this thing? What do I believe? So I felt that when Harry said that his brother and his father were trapped, because a lot of us are trapped. We're trapped in jobs. We're trapped in relationships. And it just boils down to not knowing what's on the other side, But I just got tired of being trapped. And I just said, I'm just going to take the risk because life is short. And I mean, we've seen that from the pandemic. Life is short. I'm not finna be trapped in no closet. Okay. I'm not finna do what R. Kelly said. I'm not finna be trapped in nobody's closet. Yeah, it would be going down. Harry never went. That's right. Harry was needing a reason to leave. Meghan was his out and his blessing. Darlene, that's a good point. I was glad that they clarified this idea that it was the Megxit. Of course, they wanted to blame everything on her, make her out to be the bad person, make her out to be the demon, make her out to be the villain, which is something we see so often. That's why this colorism debate is such a slippery slope, because though she is fair skinned and all of that, she was still dealing with the repercussions of racism. It was the same thing as it was in the headlines. The difference between her and Kate, and Meghan didn't just straight out say it, but what's the difference between you and Kate and how they're covering your stories? What is the difference between how a rumor is handled? You're made the villain. It's race. That's the deciding factor. Yeah, so she was his out. It seemed like he wanted to be out, and he responded to Oprah when she was like, "Well, from the outside looking in, you happy?" And he's like, "Well, just because I'm smiling and taking pictures don't mean I'm happy. I had a job to do, you know." So I'm glad that they cleared that up. This idea that this was all her, But that's the power of a black woman. Who else can make a man denounce his throne? Okay. I know she mixed race, but she got some black in her. That is the power of a black. Who else can make a man denounce his throne? Come on. Happy Women's History Month. I'm glad you could live to tell. I'm glad too. Her half sister just put out a response, negative response. Sharon, drop it in the comments. What she say, girl? What she say? Harry is not Charles' son. Once he married Meghan, they could dethrone him. No royal bloodline. Yeah, it's deep. I don't know all this stuff, but it's like Young and the Restless. I'm just giving a regular person response. Okay, I'm not a historian. I'm regular Rita. This a regular response. Okay, this ain't nothing but the Young and the Restless for me. My grandma used to make me watch Young and the Restless when I was 8 years old. Everybody else watching cartoons. I'm watching Victor and Nikki Newman and Sharon and Nick and Jack Abbott and Jill Abbott. I remember all these folks. And then after Young and the Restless, I had to watch Bold and the Beautiful with that threesome between Brooke and Ridge and Taylor. Okay, this ain't nothing but a severe, extreme soap opera. Okay, that needs to end. Kate is happy with the title. Meghan got love. Oh, and this is something else that just blew me. How Harry was saying that she did so well in Australia that it bothered them that she was able to adjust so well on their, was it an Australian tour or South? It was Australian. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, and it's not just a racial thing. When a woman is certain of who she is, that really does offend people. We've been watching Outlander, and the patriarchy is real. The patriarchy is real. Like, they hate to see a woman who can speak, who can think for herself, who can handle a crowd, who is lovable, who can educate it. Like, oh my God, when are we going to stop this? When are we going to dethrone the patriarchy? When? And I don't even, with the feminism movement, I don't want to replace a man. Men have their strengths and we have our strengths. But as a woman, I'm tired of being belittled and marginalized and not getting equal pay for doing the same jobs. Like, y'all wouldn't even be here without us. I ain't no mother. I'm talking about the other mothers. Y'all wouldn't even be here without us. Show some damn respect, please. Because what you don't want is for women to be silent and for us to just be like, you know what? Handle it on your own. What if all women did that? What if we just went on a woman strike and was like, you know what? Handle this shit on your own, fellas. Since you don't want me to speak, since you don't want me, handle it on your own, and then we'll see how far y'all get. Y'all better get up off of us. Even her dad already going back to the tabloids after the interview with Oprah. Who daddy? Did Meg say her daddy died? Mm-hmm. Okay. Just let people who love how they want to love. That's right. Mm-hmm. Speak the truth. I ain't lying. Let's talk about the Bell Collective. Who said that? Claudia, you're not finna take me down. That's a trap. Okay. Harry done already talked about traps. You're not finna do that. I know some of the people on Bell Collective, so I'm not talking about that publicly. Some families hate people they can't control. Oh, that's right. Or they hate to be outshined, right? Because there is a hierarchy. And it's like, oh no, you can't think you this high. Now you fine right here, shouty. You good right here, but when you get to thinking you up here, we're gonna have to bring you back down with lies and deceit and corruption. I mean, just the idea that they knew the truth, even about the Kate story and who made who cry. They knew the truth and refused to tell the truth. That is horrible. If we want to talk about abominations, that is an abomination. To allow a woman to get obliterated in the media and you know the damn truth? Come on, man. No wonder they left. Huh?
What's the point of being royal if you have no power? No real power.
Times are changing. So Angie, what happened? She cut her dad off. He ain't dead. So who she talking about? Past? She said she lost her baby.
Her father.
She said she lost her father. Or maybe she talking about another daddy. Like, oh, maybe she talking about another father.
Like stepdaddy?
Maybe so. Yeah. But that's what she lost her baby. It was probably through stress.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably was stress. But they got a girl on the way. That's awesome. Harry seemed real happy about that. I believe we know the corporation runs the show. The monarch is a fake. The royal family was jealous of Diana. They hate. Oh Lord, that season 4 of The Crown. Every time Diana thought she was doing something good, Charles got jealous. I'm like, why wouldn't you want your woman to have confidence and positively represent you? Do you want some kind of dummy out there being the face of your marriage? I just don't understand that. I don't understand it. Father relationship she lost. I got it. Okay, not the man dead. Y'all listen, you better help me, because when she said it, I was like, she lost her daddy. I ain't when she lost her daddy. She means the relationship because of the drama that happened, that unfolded. Okay.
He didn't die.
Yeah, he's still alive. Okay. All right. I appreciate y'all clearing that up. Ego, insecurity. He wanted Camilla. He sure did. I don't even know why. She ain't that damn cute. Nina said Megan's grandfather passed. So anyway, where do we go from here, y'all? Where do we go? I didn't start sweating. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? If you're Meghan and Prince Harry, you got a baby on the way. Little Archie, they say, is speaking intelligently, telling people to drive safely and talking about hydrating. He's clearly going to be smart. What if you're Meghan and Prince Harry? What do? I know Prince Harry, he's working on some things with Oprah. They have their own company now. They're going to start doing projects. If you're them, where do you go from here? What's your next move? What's your next move? Free said a tell all book. Well, they just did that. Pray for them. They wanted Diana to be seen and not heard. You're correct, Keisha. Diana was bigger than the royal family. People loved her. Yeah, that listen, Claudia, when they went out in public on those did those public tours and appearances, and those folks were losing their minds in praise and admiration for Diana. Yeah, that's what pissed them off right there. And see, you ain't supposed to be competing in no marriage, no way. Okay, you're supposed to compliment each other, right? Compliment each other. Don't be competing. Who does that? Don't be competing and taking score. You know, like who washed the dishes last and who folded the clothes last, right, baby? If you wash the dishes 10 times and I wash them once, that's okay, right? Yeah. Don't be competing. Yeah, Nina, I done start sweating. Oh, somebody asked about this God got us hoodie. I'll put the link in the thing. Terrier said, I just want them to stay together forever. Yeah, wait a minute. Tall Redhead Dragon 71. That's an interesting name. She said, because Diana actually cared about the people. Do you remember when she visited the hospital and touched the baby that had HIV or AIDS? And they just lost their minds because she showed an ounce of humanity. That's the big problem here. That is the big problem. Nobody wants to show that they are really human. That's the problem. I think that's just a problem across the board. You know, it seems like we are obsessed with showing this sense of perfection. even down to filtered pictures. I mean, I drew my eyebrows on tonight, but I'm not finna put on a full face of makeup because that's not who I am. That's not who I am. I'm not perfect. It is 10:10. Where you been? Come on, baby. Did you get my message? You're expressing and telling me that you've been thinking the same thing. It's 10:10. I had to do that. Same thing at 9 o'clock. But it's 10:10 on a Monday night. What I look like on YouTube Live, with a full face of makeup on and a whole out. I'm not fit to do that because y'all probably in y'all drawers at the house. You see what I'm saying? Rita is a human. I want y'all to treat me humanly, and I wish we need to treat everybody else humanly too. We really do. Stay in America where there's more love. Well, they're in California now. I don't know what it is about California, but it kind of changed your attitude for the best, right? You get over there with them. They got palm trees over there, palm trees and beach water, and the weather is nice. I don't know about the traffic, but yeah, they should be in a better, because I do believe that your location does affect your personality, your attitude. It affects just how you feel, because we were struggling when we were in New York. It was such a departure from what we experienced in the South in terms of space, in terms of finances. Everything was really expensive in New York, and we had no space, and it was cold, and the people were cold, and we just were not thriving there. No trees. We were not thriving in New York mentally. That's why we're back in the South, So that should be something else that you took away from the interview, that your surroundings are important, right? And do what's best for you, no matter what it takes. Do what's best for you. Yeah. So give me y'all takeaways. Give me your takeaways from the interview, and I'm going to wrap it up. Give me your takeaways. Where do they go from here? What things struck you the most? I'm American through and through. My opinion is it is time for the United Kingdom to abolish the monarchy. I'm seeing that a lot now. I don't even know what that process would be. Like how do they even start that process? Tupac said California. That's right. West Coast is the best coast. I know. See, Robin said she in her pajamas. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Z-Nat. She said, nice hat. Okay. Takeaways. Where do they go from here? You're always beautiful, naturally, and also when you're made up. I love you too, sweetie. That's my mama. God bless you. New York is truly not the hospitality state. Hell no. To the no, no, no. Listen, I need y'all to Google that fight at Bath and Body Works. I usually don't fight. I don't fight, but I usually don't watch fight videos. But this video in the Bath and Body Works. So what had happened was, apparently a white lady didn't have a mask on, and she was standing too close up on the woman behind her, and she got dragged. Okay, it's quite funny because you just think about people fighting, and there's some cherry blossom sitting right there behind them. At least they knock stuff down to smell good in there. But still, that's just funny to me. Folks fighting in Bath and Body Works. That's where we at now in 2021. Okay. How dark will the baby skin? Yeah, that was despicable, Jay. Look at somebody talking about, let's wrap it up with the Bell Collective. Claudia, you being messy, bro. Claudia, fine. You ask me one question, I'll answer it about the Bell Collective, okay? Ask me one question. Started with Cedric. Cedric is the husband of whom? Marie? Is that Marie's husband?
Yeah, that's the one with finger waves, ain't it?
Yeah, Marie has a finger waves. I mean, Claudia, they figured it out. You know what I'm saying? They figured it out. What Claudia is talking about, there's a reality show in my hometown of Jackson, Mississippi. It's on the OWN network. And they're about to wrap up the season. And it's pretty funny, but I haven't shared any of my thoughts on it because I don't do reality show commentary, So Claudia, inbox me. I'll tell you how I really feel. All right, y'all. Appreciate you for tuning in. I'm getting ready to sign off. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube, The Rita Brent Report. I'm going to figure out how to use StreamYard and do all my special effects and things. But subscribe for more funny stuff, songs, prayers. I'm dropping a song called Raised in the Sip. It is my tribute, my ode to my home state of Mississippi. It's going to be lit. I filmed the video inside the Mississippi Civil Rights Museum, and y'all going to love it when it comes out. I walked away having more respect for Harry. He said, take your money and your titles. If my wife isn't happy, I'm not. I respect that. He'll be blessed for supporting his wife. I think he will, Nina. That is a great point. I think he will. And Harry just might be setting an example for these other husbands out here. Okay. You better defend your woman. All right. Stand by your woman. I know what the song says. Stand by your man, but stand by your woman. Okay. That's important. Take a page out of Harry's book. And once again, they are not perfect. All right. I'm seeing some people say, I don't care about them. I don't care. Okay, well, they probably don't care about you either. Okay. They are not perfect, but neither are we. Lead with humanity, lead with passion. That's all it is. Baby, were you trying to say something?
No.
My wife trying to sneak on the camera.
They just need me another movie.
They need a book and a movie. I'm still trying to find Mint Dental. It ain't open yet. You talking about the dentist dental practice? It's not open yet. She's still getting it built with the wood and stuff, the roof. I'm gonna look that up, Lucy. Queen Charlotte was the first Black England queen. I'm gonna look it up. Lead with love. That's right, Peggy. I appreciate y'all. Subscribe to the Rita Brent Report. I appreciate y'all. Hit me up if you have any additional comments. You want something you got to get off your chest. Let me know. Follow me at Rita Brent Comedy on all social media. All right. I love y'all. Be safe out there. Keep wearing your mask. Okay. Keep wearing your mask. I don't care what the governor of Texas say. I don't care what the governor of Mississippi say. Keep wearing your mask. Okay. Because the COVID's still out there. All right. Now they just said only if you are fully vaccinated can you be around folks without a mask who are low risk or something like that. So basically it ain't safe yet. It ain't safe in these streets with a K. Keep wearing your mask. Now I know it's hard because when I wear mine, whatever the hell this is back here, this little ear meat be about to take me out. I know I ain't the only ones, but this little ear meat back here, when I had that damn mask on, that little ear meat get the aching, and I just pull it down for a second because I be about to cry. Babe, what you call it? What's the ear meat back here called? Cartilage, this ear bone? Listen, I know y'all can relate to this ear bone. Now, that's the only reason I want y'all to stay focused so we can get these masks off so my ear bone will stop hurting, okay? Do it for the ear bone. All right, y'all, I'm going for real this time. All right, peace. What you laughing at? Yeah, I'm like a black preacher up here. All hearts and minds satisfied. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Well, nope. See, you can't do that no more in church. We can't go back to church, babe. We can't go back. You can't reach out. We can't do that song. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place. We can't do that no more. You can't look at your neighbor and say no more. Look, this is a joke I'm telling. Look, you can't look at your neighbor and say nothing. Because what did the pastor say? Look at your neighbor and say, to God be the glory. And you see that "to" coming in the air. You see the "to" in the air coming slow motion. To God be the glory. What you gonna do? Hell no, to the no. I ain't going back. I'm going to keep going on Facebook Live, United Methodist Church. And I am not sending no cash app tithes and offerings. Don't y'all be out there cash apping the preacher tithes and offering. That is not going into the church bank account. I can guarantee you that. Amen. 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 Oh, they want you to say hey. Somebody said get your butt on cameras. They want you to say hey. She wants to remain anonymous. You'll just hear her voice. Let me see. Baby.
Right now.
Baby. Can we go outside without our mask on?
Hell no. What's wrong with you?
That's all for tonight, folks. Be sure to subscribe for more of the Rita Brent Report. The Rita Brent Report.